Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, Heather Stargazer here to do a reading for the collective, for whoever, whenever, wherever. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're a returning gazer, hi guys. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today we have the last Unicorn Tarot. I just kept pulling all kinds of tarot decks out. It felt like energy is coming from like all sides, you know, all of these planets direct. Here there's a lot of energy demanding we go, demanding we grow. It's important that we do not act impulsively at this time. Exercise our wisdom. I heard units of measure, so take that however resonates with you, but I think it's measured steps, right? I heard measured meaning. Ooh, what is that? Ancestors, spirits, guides. What messages do you have for the collective, for whoever's watching this now, whoever's watching this in the future? Oh, for greatest and highest good, what would you like us to know today? Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the upright, Page of Cups, beautiful. Ooh, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Let's keep going. We're gonna get 9 cards. We've got the Eight of Wands out, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Coins in reverse. Very interesting. The whole first row coming out here in the past position is in the reverse. All right, we get 2 more cards, please. Finish up, Spirit. That's the one. Ooh, beautiful. We actually got 10 cards out. On the bottom, 7 of Wands in the reverse. This talks about letting go of our defenses. Have you ever seen The Last Unicorn? This is a beautiful deck. 7 of Wands is defensive energy, is putting up boundaries. It's letting ourselves use the ground, the higher ground that we've established to defend ourselves. In this sense, I feel like you're really letting go of some defensive energy. Not that you're putting your boundaries down, but maybe this isn't the fight for you anymore. 10 of Swords. We're starting off with the 10 of Swords, and it's in the reverse. This is something that's done and over with, right at 222. Something that's done and over with, but seems to, keep lingering, not completely letting go, whether you be not letting go of it or it not be letting go of you. It's in the mental realm. It's like reliving that same thing over and over that's already finished, and what that might be because of or in light of. Just excuse my nails, I was doing yard work and I ran on a nail polish remover. See, there's like a lot of things happening and we just have to kind of move through it. I know that's like a minute, mundane thing, but everything that comes out in tarot, right? So that's something I'm noticing. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Whatever this was that we are having to relive, that you're having to rethink of and re-experience, it could be because it diminished a wish from you. It kept you from getting a wish, and it could have been because of someone's overindulgence, right? Maybe it was yours, maybe it was someone else's, but what it did was it drained the coffers, it drained the pot. This talks about the 10 of Coins in reverse, like squandering the legacy, 333, right? It could be that there isn't enough to go around, or it could be that feeling of community, of prosperity, of whatever it was that you were previously building or had been previously built is no longer available, right? Or maybe that's not what you're wishing for anymore. It's like not having the resources to share. And again, this is something that happened in the past, all right? Something that's already done and over with, but it wants to keep reliving itself. And again, that Chariot, getting the head and the heart on the same page, coming into the present here, knowing where you want to go and being victorious, taking control of the situation and regaining your upward mobility, being able to get through that, whatever that means. Maybe it does mean getting in a car and moving around. Maybe it does mean, it's nice outside now, you can go for walks, but on a more spiritual and also a practical level, it means being able to move forward in those projects, in those concerns, in those places where maybe we've been feeling stuck, right? And all of those planets going direct. This is Cancerian energy, water energy, moving forward, right? And there's a message about that. There's a message about that. The center of the spread is the 8 of Wands, right? 8 of Wands in the upright. Messages coming through quickly, maybe over a long distance. It feels like short blurps of messages, right? And very excited. And see how she's moving. She's getting going there. You know, you are again mobile now, able to activate now, and you don't want to judgment in reverse. Not only do you not want to make poor decisions, but you don't want to revisit the things from the past. If these things from the past are coming back, right? No, thank you. That drained the wish. That drained the coffers. That drained the mental realm. The judgment here would be to say that we aren't revisiting things from the past. You aren't allowing those things to come through. Here's the Page of Cups. It's coming from the heart. It's a sentimental offer. It's something small being said. Like, it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to relive that. I understand. Someone is saying something to you, 555, that's making all the difference. It's allowing the change to occur. It's allowing you to be validated, accepted in the emotional self, right? A little bit goes a long way. I'm hearing a little bit goes a long way. Because there could be this person here who, this could be who you're explaining this to, or the reason for it, right? This is the knight, the King of Cups in the reverse is emotionally manipulative, right? He outbursts. He doesn't have very good control of his emotions. He lets them rule him, and he lets his emotions about things. He could be jealous. He could be angry. He could be sad. He could be downtrodden. But I guarantee you, if he is, anyone around him is going to be too. He will see to that. And that's probably why you're like, you know what? No, thank you. You know, like maybe you're expressing to this person, I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry you're going through that, but I can't put myself in that situation anymore. I don't want to have to be defending myself. Look at that, 2 of coins underneath that. Like, I don't want to be having to juggle that. And then the Judgment card in the reverse fell in my lap. Right? Just making that judgment call, because the outcome here is the Lovers in reverse and the Sun. And that's making a decision to say no, or to not connect with something or someone, right? To not connect with them. And what that does is it lightens the load. It lightens the world. It lightens everything. Things are brought forth, things are revealed, things are seen that couldn't have been seen before, and the cheeriness, I'm hearing cheeriness, is brought back into the fold, brought back into the picture. It's like the light of day finally comes, which is such a relief after, you know, this thing, this persistent thing. You know, the 9 of Cups in reverse in the same line here with the King of Cups in reverse, and this 8 of Wands in the center here is like, you know, like communicating this. These aren't my wishes. And to truth be told, I don't really think they're this guy's wishes either. I think he's just so like overindulgent into the emotional sphere that he doesn't even know what he wants. He can't see it clearly either. Guess what? That's for him to figure out. That's him, I say, because it's the King of Cups energy, but take it as it resonates, right? It could be anybody, masculine or feminine, who's in their active emotional state. They're actively doing something, taking action, and they're good at it, even if it's not good for everyone else. They're good at this manipulation. And that's why you're saying, you know what, I just can't right now. 6 of Scrolls, the sands of time. And what time? I heard, what time is it? And knowing this 6 of Scrolls talks about, like, it's the 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, waiting until the time is right. I heard biding your time, knowing when it is time for something and when it's not. And I'm noticing too, this Sun in that back window there. What does this say? Buddha prepares. Oof. You know, this is the 13. It's connected to the death card, but death in the scorpionic sense of death and rebirth, transformation, the ending of one thing, letting that thing go, be in the past, right? Judgment in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, healing from that, and doing that via sitting still for a bit. Can you please tell us? I think if you're here and this is ringing with you, you know what this first row is in your life. Archangel Raphael. This is the strength card. It talks about the healing of the heart chakra, the emotional senses, right? And he's bringing you this healing today. I think when we're talking about it, before I could even ask the question, saying we all pretty much, if you're here, know what happened in your in the past that has brought you to this point. Maybe it was 2 days ago, maybe it was 5 years ago, maybe it was, last century in a past life, and you're carrying it through till the now. Raphael is coming through here so that you can regain your graceful strength in the heart space. Okay, because with that comes your confidence, Leo energy. Tell us about, it could be like you go on a little trip or a staycation somewhere. I'm hearing like there is actual movement here. And when you do this, it's like you battle that internal dragon, and it shows you how strong you actually are. And it's something very quiet that happens within you. And then you can communicate that. You've given yourself that love. You've given yourself, the Archangel Raphael coming out here with this Page of Cups. That's beautiful. It's gentle. It is graceful. The Chariot, we get the Two of Keys, the Treasure. 1111. So he's looked everywhere for it. He has ransacked that room. He can't find it. He knows it's somewhere in there. It's somewhere in there. And if you look in the back there, see that treasure chest? It's right there. You can't seem to remember where he put it. And I think that that's what it is. It's the strength of your own constitution. It's the strength of your own heart. It's the strength of your own mind. It's that gold within you. And you were remembering where you put it. 1144. Absolutely beautiful. Coming out with that Chariot card. It's funny too. Look at the way these lights are shining. Look at the way it's like this. It's like finding the thing is the battling of the dragon, right? And the Two of Keys is the Two of Pentacles, which is actually also right here underneath the Seven of Wands. Like dropping that burden, figuring out what it is that has been putting your mind in a different space than your heart, and really battling that out through a little bit of grace. It's like rather than battling the dragon inside, you're like giving it a hug, and that's setting you free so that you can move forward. I just want to know, please, can you tell us? Now we have the King of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Chariot card out, and we have the Scorpionic card out. So it could be Scorpio, it could be Cancer, but I would say it could be any water sign or anyone exhibiting water sign qualities. Look at that reflection. Here's the moon. Again, water sign qualities. Piscean. So here we go. All three water signs. In its mutable form, its cardinal form, and its fixed form. And right now, you're in a space where that form is fixed, right? And it needs to get into a space where it's a little bit, I'd say mutable. Like, don't mute your emotions, but don't let them rule you. And the same with this person. And it's this time of reflection, sitting back and remembering, how did I get here? There's a journey. There's a journey implied, and it's a slow, gentle journey, right? It's the sailboat on the water, the moonlit water through the night. And the water is very smooth. Again, this Six of Scrolls energy, moving on to calmer waters. And yet there are some things that you can't see. There are some things that you can't see hidden within those realms, both within you and within the other person, right? And again, I'm hearing this indulgence. But now we have the Sun. Can you tell us about the Sun and the Lovers in reverse, please? The Tower on the bottom, caught in the ruin. And then here we have the Bird's Nest, Three of Forces in reverse. This is the Three of Wands energy in the reverse here. And again, this is no longer waiting. You're not waiting for that ship to come in. You're letting down those defenses. We're not fighting back against this. We're making a choice to just say no, to not revisit this. And the light has returned. And this is kind of shocking. It's very shocking. But see how they're trapped in the ruin, caught in the ruins? That is the same kind of energy as this Ten of Swords energy that was what brought us here in the first place, that got you to this point of judgment in the reverse, not revisiting that. And now you've looked through all of these things and you're starting to see what's worth waiting for and what isn't. Can we just get one more card? What's the outcome of this for them? And then we'll get some clarifiers. Can you tell us what the outcome? Uriel and the Sphinx. This is the World card. That cycle is complete. That cycle is complete, and you have learned the lessons, and you are able to move forward. And those things are historically always going to be with you in the sense of the lessons that they have taught you, right? And there's always going to be something that maybe you could emotionally revisit about that, but what it's really going to do is light your internal fire and be used as an inspiration for future endeavors. This cycle is complete. Now you have the Death card. You've got 2 tens and the World. And the Sun, it's like it's a happy transition. It's like a thank God that's finally over kind of a feeling. Fated meeting on the bottom at 1551. And what's interesting though too about this is number 7, which is the Chariot card. Wow, is that the masculine and the feminine on the same page within the same person within perfect timing? So suddenly they can get on the same page and see, and then all of a sudden your internal self is driving, right? Uniformly and successfully toward victory. Maybe you taught this person something. Maybe this person, I want to say maybe, like this person in a situation has definitely taught you something, right? Absolutely. Congratulations. I feel like a congratulations are in order because this is such a successful outcome to something that seems to have been lingering in your periphery and kind of weighing you down for a long time. And the internal self, look at the patience comes out, right? When we say that, patience comes out. The 5th chakra, throat chakra, Archangel Michael. We have Raphael, we have Michael, we have Uriel out. Blossoming abundance. There it goes. Patience with this, and there's a level of communication. What is being said and what are you saying? And again, it's like encouraging us to speak with loving words. Even if you kind of want to tell somebody off, I don't think you really do. I think you want to let go of it. You don't even want to fight about it anymore. It's not even worth it to you. You would like to move on. And you are getting that today. And having the patience with it and maybe listening to your own guidance here in what the space of reflection. Maybe speaking that to yourself, maybe writing it down, maybe openly communicating, listen, like I love you, but I also love me. And in order for me to love us both, I got to go do my own thing. It's not good for either of us to revisit this thing, whether that be, you know, in a familial situation, like we've done this 1,000 times. Can we do something different? Can we not go through this again? A business thing, like we tried it, it's not working out. It's, you know, like, let's try something different. It's time for you to try something different. It's time for them to, whatever it is they want to do, it's up to them. You know, relationships, however it works, even if that's you having that conversation, again, with the masculine aspect of yourself and the feminine aspect of yourself and getting on that same page with how your feelings and internal drive are reflected in the actions you take. And I think that's, there's a lot to be said for that. And again, there's a lot, you're suddenly realizing the riches that have been prospered here and what you have now available to you. Right there. Man holding a heart. Yeah. Again, you could be meeting somebody. I feel like, you know, beware of this King of Cups energy in the reverse. Obviously, if you get a King of Cups in the upright, that's a wonderful friend. That's a reliable, dependable person that you can count on. But the King of Cups in the reverse, maybe not. So be mindful of that and discern between the two. Look at, as I say that, we get the 6th chakra in the reverse, and it's the Metatron. Be mindful, okay? Be mindful. Can you give us a little I'm hearing intrigue. Intrigue. Can you give us just a little of which way we'll be able to tell what energies to look for, how they will know which way to go? You'll know. You'll know when someone's full of crap. You'll know when someone's portraying the wrong side of themselves. And you know, look out for that deceit. You want to see both sides of that coin here. Okay, now I'm super intrigued. Tell me about this. Oof. I might just steer clear from anybody who's bringing you emotional stuff right now until you have gotten past and through this, because again, that not revisiting something, and even if you do have a heart for this and this has a heart for you, something's just not right. And do you really want to get dragged back down into this space? Absolutely not. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're here with the sun. Okay, sit still. I heard sit still. Sit still. Strategy. Door to happiness and blossoming abundance. Or personal happiness. Here's your blossoming abundance. Personal happiness, blossoming abundance, and having a strategy here. And I think that the strategy is to say no and not engage in any kind of argument with this person or this energy, because they're going to portray one side of themselves, which is going to look really good. And since you do have a care for them, you're going to want to buy it, right? You're going to want to be like, yes, and go into that. But the reality of the situation is that that person is not the choice for you. And you know that, and you're not waiting on that anymore. Allow this cycle to be complete. All right. Ancestors, spirits, guys, we have the Ray Ching. Breakthrough. Oh! And look at that treading. It says the behavior of the self. This was on the bottom. And it says, the underlying code of behavior, ensuring successful interaction despite circumstances, the role of perfecting our form, its survival, and the conviction which guides it. Line 6, the role model. Line 5, the heretic. Line 4, the opportunist. Line 3, the martyr. Line 2, the hermit. And line 1, modesty. The behavior of the self. The love of self is awakeness. I'll let you look at that if you want to take a screenshot. Sorry about the ring light, but that's, wow. Okay, 10. 10, 10, 10, and the world. This is the breakthrough. Number 43. It says, in order for achievement to be maintained, a new order must be fairly established, expressing and transforming inner truth into a unique perspective. Line 6, breakthrough. Line 5, progression. Line 4, the one-track mind. Line 3, expediency. Line 2, dedication. Line 1, patience. Patience. Insight. Listen to your own inner voice. And again, I'll put that there so you can take a screenshot of it if you need to. Wow. All right. We're just going to get one. You know what? We're going to get an animal. We're going to get an animal deck or an animal card, and that's going to give us some energy to embody or something. The animal spirit guide, right? To help us through this. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If this is ringing for you, you understand. Yes, spirit, thank you. Ancestor spirits, guides, animal spirits. Beaver. It's get to work. Yep. Done waiting, done messing around with this. Getting to work, being tenacious, going after things in a pragmatic and practical way. Look, inventiveness, tenacity, and engineering. We're Where there's a will, there's a way. The beaver displays a burst of creativity and an upbeat persistence that cannot be dampened. These creatures are industrious in their movements and incredibly resourceful natural builders, using anything from rocks to tree branches, vegetation, and even mud to construct their dams. They are engineers of their environment, able to carry out a project from blueprint to 3D model. The beaver aids you in seeing a project through to completion and encourages you to rely on your wits for guidance when you are lacking resources. Be creative. As you envision your finished product, you can reinvent the wheel and put your own spin on it. Beavers give the tenacity, follow through, and ingenious problem solving. When you're feeling stuck, summon the beaver to guide you with precision and diligence, allowing you to identify your blocks so you can break through your personal dams. Damn. Talk about a breakthrough through the dam. Wow. Just break through. And the patience. And again, this is just confirmation of that strategy and tenaciousness. And just because we might be shifting and letting go of, say like giving up on, but allowing a mindset to end, allowing an idea to transform, or letting it be over with instead of sliding back down on those swords mentally over and over and over. Get to work on the right things, okay, with the right people. And if you've already learned, right, communicate that. Don't go back, right? Listen to your own inner voice. The love of self is awakeness. Being alert. I heard being alert. All right. And don't forget the patience, because that's the very thing we started off with in this reading, was that feeling of needing to go, because so many things are happening, but really we need to, prepare like the Buddha here. Prepare like the Buddha here and sit so that we can hear our own inner voice, right? I hope that was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe. And thanks for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.